Hi everyone, it's my pleasure and my privilege to introduce to you the beautiful Nadine. She's one of my favorite medical intuitives, though I shouldn't have favorites. She's an incredibly powerful healer and she's been healing for a long, long time. And she's really found her power when it comes to medical intuition. I'm going to hand you over to this incredible woman and let her tell you a little bit about what she does and who she is and how she lights up the world.
Thank you so much. And thank you for making this space for us, for doing this for us. And my name is Nadine Kühn, and I am a transformation coach. I focus on women only because that's just my soul calling. And I've been, throughout my whole life, I've been connected to the spiritual world, to becoming that healer. And for a long time, I have actually suppressed it. And it took me quite some time. It took me quite some time to get back to my heart, to realign with my soul and get back to the calling. And because, I come from various childhood trauma, which is not funny, but it has also it has brought me to where I am now and doing the things that I'm doing now, really. So, yeah, in a nutshell, that's what I do. I'm a singer, podcaster, healer, medical intuitive now. And I just love being of service. That's really what I love doing.
It's so evident being around you just how much you take care of people and how much you nurture them. And you can just see right into people, which is such a beautiful thing.
It scares me sometimes. And
I think it scares us too.
It has become like so much more present in my life after, or like even before I started this course. Like the minute I signed up, all of my senses, all of my psychic abilities were like enhanced, and it was quite scary. And I think I backed off a little bit because it was a little bit too much. But now I'm embracing them more and more, and it feels like I'm coming out of the spiritual closet more and more, or over and over again, because I don't know, like it feels like even years ago I said, okay, I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm claircognizant, but now it feels like it's another level and another level, and again it just feels like it's the start of it. You know what I mean? It's like there's always more.
I think there's going to be so much more with you. It makes me laugh when I think about the joy that it's going to bring to the world.
Hopefully.
There's always more.
yeah, you told me in one of our sessions, like, and I was like, oh my God, okay, I need to fasten my seatbelt a little bit.
So you've got, like I said, you've got so many tools on your belt already. Tell me what made you decide to jump on and actually do medical intuition and make it something. It's quite a big time commitment and a lot of work, and a very very unique niche down topic. So what inspired you?
Actually, I wanted to become an integrative health practitioner first, because I'm all about holistic well-being and healing, and I wanted to understand more of that. But then, there's a story behind that. It was just like a guidance, like soul guidance, spirit guided me to do this. Actually, I was like in one of my courses that I was doing for my people, for my women, and I didn't even realize that you brought out this program. And so we were launching at the same time, and I was just totally busy. You know how it feels like, right? And so I was like totally consumed with my stuff. And then a friend of mine, she's also in your group, she was like, oh, maybe I'm going to do this. I'm like, wait a moment. I remember filling out a survey, and that's now the course. Of course I want to do this, and it's for me. And I was like, why was I thinking that is not for me? I was like, I don't know. It was just like not on my radar. I don't know what it was, like totally blind. And I was like, Nadine, okay, just listen to your intuition. And there's also another aspect, because there's a spirit that I'm very connected to, and that spirit that spirit plays a very important role in my life. And I don't want to get too personal here. That's why I don't reveal all of it. But I got instructed to join this because it was important. Like important, it was like, you have to do this.
Part of your divine timing, basically.
Exactly.
Oh, launching.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very hectic, isn't it? So tell
I
me
mean,
about
you
your
do a lot
program.
of
Tell
it.
me about your program, the one that you were launching.
The one that I was launching at that time,
Mhm.
I think I was just like coming out of a launch of my feminine flow course.
Okay.
Then you know how it is, like doing the discovery calls, which you also did together. And yeah, it was, and then preparing for the next launch, because when you're in a launch, you prepare the next launch already, as you know. And that was quite intense, and I was doing all by myself, so it was very time consuming. Yeah.
Divine timing is interesting sometimes with this stuff. So what was your favorite bit about the medical intuitive course?
All of it. I cannot choose from like, you have to get it in a package. Like, the community is unbelievable. It's priceless. It wouldn't be without the community. Like, the women that I've met there, even today I was thinking about them, and like, I'm so in awe of them. Like, I love them. I
They're a
met,
force of nature.
I honestly, there are, and I learned so much from them, and we're learning so much from each other, and we have supported each other. Without them, I don't know. I mean, it was just like, it is different doing things on your own than doing things in a community. And I think everything is about community. And we were like, you got us into this healing vortex, and we were in it, and we could not get out of it any longer. It was just like, okay, you are here now, and you have to face your stuff. But honestly, like, the content that today I was thinking, what shall I say about that? Because the content that you delivered is like outstanding, and it is worth like 10 times more, honestly, with everything. And I feel like it's been lifetimes ago, even though it's just 6 or now 7 months. But it feels like lifetimes ago, and I've changed and changed and changed, and the content got me into so much depth of my own soul, into so much understanding. I could realize how much I was like in denial of the, of my truth in some parts. And yeah, I mean, the healing was intense and beautiful, and it's still beautiful, and I would not want to miss anything of it, like everything, like the team, like the team is amazing. They were always there, and to have such integrity, everything just is your energy. And that was very important, to feel like you are such a role model for me, like, honestly.
You're gonna make me cry, Nadine. You're gonna make me cry. No, that vortex was something else. I've never seen Creator do anything like it.
And it's still happening. It's still going on. And I mean, honestly, Skyla, this is a, how do you say, this is a gift from the universe, from God.
Yeah, it's bigger than us. It's 100% way bigger than us.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest block to coming on when you were like, so you were really busy, you were in the middle of this launch. What did you have to overcome?
As much, what they say, we teach what we most need to learn, or what we had to learn. Self-worth. Yeah, self-worth. That's a huge one for me, and it makes me very emotional. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's a massive one.
It goes into everything, like into every single thing of life. And I didn't, now I'm crying, and I didn't realize how much I was not receiving, not open to receive. And whew, those women, you, everyone, you know, like you made me aware of that. And it is still, it is still a big part of my healing. But this is so important because I bring this into my coaching, and it is, I don't know, it's another level now. Yeah.
So are you working on something special right now?
Yes, I mean, as a result of our sessions in this course, I rebranded my whole business. Like, I was like, oh God, it was a calling. It was just like, you know, after one of our sessions, I went for a walk and I said, okay, Divine, please tell me what to do. And then I received that download within 30 seconds. And I was like, okay, it's very big for me. And so I'm now rebranding everything. I'm in the process. So the website is out. Today, my new Facebook handle got approved finally after 2 months of waiting. And everything is now rolling in a way, you know. I was like, I don't know, something got opened today. And I don't know. So that's happening. I've been, of course, creating more content, more courses, and it will come out very soon as everything is up on the website.
That's amazing. It's so much more visibility when you have more worth, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, procrastination is real, and the imposter syndrome is real, and we dived into that in the course as well. And I could not believe how much it is real for all of us. And I actually felt very grateful that I was not the only one, you know, that I am actually, because I saw you and you were so raw and vulnerable with us, you know, and you told us like your story and how you deal with that, and that it's also happening for you. And that has helped me to understand, okay, I'm not the only person, and calm down. So I got softer on myself.
It is a big deal. I think especially with healers and medical intuitives, this idea, or spiritual healers, where it's like we're woo-woo,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's like they're not taken seriously and laughed at, and it's so subtle, you know, but we're working these miracles every day.
Oh yeah.
You know, and we're doing this incredible work, and there's just so much like you said, fear of being who we are.
Even coming on here, you know, I could feel my voice, you know, because I work with voice, and I could feel that my voice doing weird stuff, like, you know, clearing my throat and everything, just because I'm like, oh my God, another level of showing myself, speaking out, like, oh, yes, I'm a medical intuitive. Yes, I'm a psychic. Yes, I'm a healer. You know, finally I can say yes, like out loud. I used to say that, but not as with so much confidence as I do now. And still there's much more for me to learn, but it is real. It is real. And I mean, kudos to all of you, to everyone in this training, in this course, that we're stepping up and that we're doing this, no matter how much we think we want to hide because we feel like being persecuted.
Yeah, and I think for me, especially for me, what I think, like I said, viruses are worthiness, right? And it's right when my modality was moving into completion that I came down sick because I didn't feel worthy of
Of
having it out in
course.
the world. So it's quite interesting how things manifest, isn't it? You're like, okay, can't avoid that anymore. Have to really face it. Have to really, step into it. So it's it's such a powerful one, getting to the core of being medical intuitives, because I think it's still a niche thing. It's such a, like, people say they're healers exactly to avoid the power of being able to dissolve a disease.
Yeah. And you know what I've realized because of doing that training and stepping more and more in my power and like claiming my gifts, like this is something like so big. I've been claiming my gifts and I didn't even know that I have, you know, it's like I've really become a new person, and I'm really grateful to you, and so grateful to you because now that I have, like, you know, with my clients, there are miracles happening, and it is really amazing, like really big miracles happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't doubt it for a second. I think you've been working miracles long before you met me, and you've probably just gone up on rocket zone.
Oh, well, you know, you have been always my guide in a way, even though, you know, I've joined the Medical Intuitive last year. I've been following you for a long time. And just like, oh my God, she's amazing. And I've learned a lot from you when it comes to, you know, being our power and being visible.
Um, okay, so what was the best? Like I said, you worked a lot on worthiness. What was
Mhm.
the best healing that you gave on the medical intuitive? The one that made you go, "Whoop! Didn't know I could do that."
During the Medical Intuitive,
Yeah,
or like outside, like with my clients.
either.
I don't know if I can actually say that here on Facebook. I don't, you know.
You can just don't say names.
Of course, not names, but of course, not names. Um, well, there, there, there is a there was a woman who was really, really sick, and she was in so much pain. And after our sessions, she felt anew, like totally. Her pain was almost gone, and then it came back again. You know how it is sometimes, you know, because the
Oh yeah.
old ones wants to prevail, and things come up multiple times before they sometimes vanish. And that's okay. Sometimes it's instantaneous. The miracle is within them, you know. I'm just helping them to see that for them. But with her, it was amazing because she she became, you know, like she had more hope for life, as I can say that now. She had really more hope for life, and there was a huge release um, in terms of anger. Yes.
Anger. That was such a massive one. I remember coming back from Christmas when we came into the modules about diseases and we launched straight into the resentment, and it was like, oh, it was like a boiling pot and everyone was angry at everybody else.
Really? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yes.
because like when you hold what you guys experience is the U-rated version. What we experience because of all the messages and the is
Mm.
the freakouts and the. So we were like holding this space and we're like, yeah, we need to get you guys into a spot. We need to organize this group because it was so much stuff coming up at once. You know,
Oh yeah.
remember coming up. That's one of the most interesting things about running bigger group programs is that it's so different in private than it is um, in public because people feel safe. They feel safe to show a different level of themselves. And how brave we are because we put on this face as if we're fine. And I would see people that were like, going through such a hard time, working miracles for other people, and it just gives you so much pride, and love
Hmm.
for how brave they are. You know,
Yeah.
because you don't see that normally especially when you run live courses and stuff, you just don't see that double side. But when you run online stuff, you see both everything at once, and that gives you like so much more, I think, respect for the people that are in it and what they're going through, and for them still showing up every day and doing an amazing job.
And I think also like a lot of compassion and like a wonderful mirror, you know, for everyone involved. Like, I think we were all mirroring each other, and I mean, I saw posts of women that, you know, shared some of their healings from the modules, and I was like, I don't know you, but this sounds like me. You know, I have no idea who you are. We are totally strangers, or we are, you know, we are. so different, but this sounds like me. And then the next post, this sounds like me. I have that too. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? And it's fascinating to me. It showed me how much we are actually connected, and that we're doing this together. Like one woman heals, and she's doing this for the whole collective, you know, and that is just amazing. And we were doing this together, not only for ourselves, but for our friends, for our partners, for our families, for the whole community. And I mean, yeah, it's been a journey, a wonderful one.
It's like what you said. What I think is so interesting is that when we heal in isolation,
Oh gosh.
we often feel so alone,
Yeah.
and we think nobody really understands. And then when you actually heal in community, it's exactly what you said. You're like, oh my God, that person is me.
Yeah. And that is so healing. Just, you know,
Not
sometimes you
feeling.
don't have to go through that healing yourself. By just witnessing someone else heal, you're being healed. And in our Q&As or in the practice groups, it was just amazing to see, you know, how you did the case study with one of us in the practice groups. I mean, and we were all just bawling, you know, we were all just like crying and healing at the same time. And I was like, oh my God, my heart got opened, like opened up again, even more. Like, is there even more? And there's always more, I know, but sometimes it was so raw. I was like, what's happening here? And it, I can only describe it as like the whole course, the whole program is a miracle. Like that is a miracle. And
Oh, it nearly. I'm not gonna lie. It nearly. I didn't nearly. It completely broke me open.
yes, yeah,
It was like one healing crisis after another, but it was an incredible thing, and I'm so grateful that we have it. I'm so grateful that we didn't just decide. I didn't just decide to hide.
oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. Oh my God, just imagine.
That's why I said procrastination is real. Imposter syndrome is real. Your fears of not being enough are real, and you're navigating it. It's a move. It like when you're holding. It's a moving thing. It's not a stationary thing. Healing is a constantly moving vortex. So there's no stable ground. You're always like. So it was amazing, but it was definitely an experience, because when you teach something that you've taught before, you kind of know when you're going to get triggered and what's going to come up and
Mhm.
how. But when it's brand new, it's like, oh.
I know this so, yeah, I know this so very well. Like I had a course on self-worth while I was doing medical intuitive. Oh my God, my self-worth got like so triggered. I went through the most incredible healing. And it is fascinating how when we are healing something, how it also inspires the healing in other people. And that's why we're doing it. Not only, but
It helps.
also, yeah, it helps a lot.
It helps a lot. Yeah. Okay, my darling. So, anything else that you want to share? Anything that you want to say to the people that are scared of jumping on, or that are thinking, I think this might be me. I think I might be a medical intuitive, but um, I'm not sure. I don't know these people.
So, my dear sisters, if you are doubting yourself, that's why you need to join. If you feel it in your heart, if you feel it in your soul, if you feel it in your gut, then please join. What I can say from my own experience is when I think about it, um, when you doubt the most, it matters the most. And it will, like, in this moment, please trust yourself, because this is a calling. And just, yeah, just please jump on that train and follow that calling. You will be, I mean, you will be amazed by your own journey. And you won't regret it. Like, honestly, you won't regret it. And there's a reason why you ask yourself this question, and that's your soul knocking on that door. And we need more women doing this. We need more women. I wholeheartedly believe we need more women doing that, coming into the power and getting out of that spiritual closet or medical intuitive closet, and just say, I am who I am, and I am a medical intuitive.
Okay, my darling, thank you so much. If you, like so many, feel called to do some work with Nadine, her link is going to be in the comments section below. She's an absolute force of nature, and we love her dearly. So thank you so much, Nadine.
Thank you so much, Sky.